So let's jump right into it, YouTube land. I got an order to make some little drawer pulls from a customer. They were making a jewelry box. They sent me a picture. It was actually quite beautiful. And they wanted some small, like 1/4 inch or 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch Damascus drawer pulls. So I actually pulled out the billet I had left over from my bayonet project. You can check out that video elsewhere. And started to forge that down because it needed some restacking and to make it more interesting. So this was a 14-layer billet to start. I did cut off a section of it here, cleaned it up in the next couple video clips that you'll see, and inserted another piece of steel in the middle, bringing the total count to 29 layers. So I didn't film cutting it, not that exciting. Here I am welding it up. Again, this would be 2 of the layers of the billet with a sheet of steel stuck in the center, so 29 layers total. So now on to the second billet. Again, 25 layers, so here we're just kind of gently forge welding everything, and then we'll get more aggressive and form it out. So after cutting some grooves and slots into the surface, now we're forging it back out to, distress the layers, if you will, and make that pattern appear a little bit more interesting. One thing at the end I wish I would have done is actually forge this out thinner before I did any grinding. I think we lost some of that detail, but you'll see what it looks like at the end. So I only ground this down to a 60 grit. This really wasn't to polish it, but just to really get a flat surface and start with a uniform thickness before I cut it into smaller sections. And now we'll rip through kind of the final sanding. Because these drawer pulls were so tiny, you had to do them in little increments. They'd heat up real fast, but of course the advantage was they'd cool off real fast. So just setting them on the workbench was enough to keep kind of switching between them and moving up through the progression of grits. Here we go, polished before etching and after etching. And here's one installed by my customer. Thanks for watching. Link below to make a donation to the 50 States for Ukraine, and always appreciate a like and subscribe.